In the current era, technology has become an integral part of our everyday life. From the time we wake up in the morning to the time we go to bed in the night, we have various technologies that assist us in our work. It is very important to know how to be wise while using it. With this aim, we the students of Exhibition Group 1, Smith, Devansh, Mrudung, Gaurav and I, Maithili, are here to share our exhibition journey with you all.
The process of exhibition started with brainstorming sessions to identify what topic we are interested in exploring and mapping the same to the selected TD theme. During this process, we identified that all of us had a common topic of interest as technology or inventions. That led us to become a group and explore the topic together.
Although we had a common topic of exploring, but what each one of us wanted to inquire within the topic were different. To come on the common ground and to frame our central idea, we had to compare and contrast out interest of inquiry. We considered to choose similarities to move further.
The similarities in mind and following the questionnaire and checklist for framing our central idea. We framed our central idea as invention of new technology impacts our lifestyle. By exploring this central idea, our aim was to be wise and responsible while using technology and create awareness about the same to others.
To explore the central idea deeper, we went through the list of the key concepts and selected the ones that helped us research deep into our thoughts and ideas. In this process, we selected our key concept as function, change, and responsibility as the lens to explore further. Once we had selected our key concept, we framed research question for each of these key concepts following key concept question starters. We further narrowed down question to frame LOI. LOI 1. Role of technology in our everyday life. LOI 2. Inventions of technology. LOI 3. Responsible use of technology.
In order to explore and research on various topics, we decided to follow choice board strategy. The choice board was made by our mentor and it had various topics which gave us an idea about to start our personal inquiry process. The choice board was having strategy which gave us an idea to consolidate and start our personal inquiry. Following the choice board, the topic I selected for my personal inquiry is the change that technology has brought in our life. To understand more about this topic, I interviewed few people of age group 11 to 20 and 30 to 50 years. Interviewing them, I understood through the introduction of technology, they have many changes in their lifestyle, and the changes includes the change in behavior in kids, health issues due to lack of physical exercise, and dynamics between the relationships. Even there are more advantages. The advantages are a quick access to the important thing and a quick contact to the person who is far away from us. The disadvantages were mentioned by more candidates. I consolidated and I shared my understanding to my teammates through a vlog.
The topic that I chose from choice board was technology in various fields. I researched on technology in various fields such as education field, medical field, companies, manufacturing and space station. Through this inquiry, I understood that how technology in their advancement has contributed a lot to the fields. I presented my understanding through an anchor chat. I selected my topic as is it necessary as my topic for my personal inquiry. During my personal inquiry, I inquired about robots, computers, smartwatches, laptops and mobiles. During this process, I understood that even though these technological advancements help human in many ways, there is always a better alternative for the same function we use it for. Absence of one or two of these will not create any difference in our lifestyle. I also interviewed my sister who is 8 years old and my grandfather who is 65 years old to understand the impact that technology has on their lifestyle. Through the interview, I understood perspective of two different people on technology that they use every day and the impact it has on them. I consolidated my understanding and presented it to my teammates through a essay, through a chart displaying negative and positive impacts, and a video.
For my personal inquiry, I selected the topic, what does the future hold? While exploring this topic, I explored more about artificial intelligence and robotics. While exploring this topic, I researched and understood that with the rate the technology is developing, how everything in the future will be driven by technology. I consolidated and presented my understanding to my teammates through a model I made.
Once all our personal inquiry were completed and we had a good understanding about what our teammates have inquired into, we made connections between our personal inquiry topics, the central idea and lines of inquiry. While making connections, we understood with our personal inquiry how technologies are invented, what is the role of technology in our everyday life, and how technology develops over time.
Reflecting on the process of selecting a topic from choice board and planning and conducting our personal inquiry, we were able to identify that the skills we demonstrated are thinking skills, communication skills, research skills. Using a personal inquiry planner helped us to plan our inquiry and execute the plan. This helped us to develop our self-management skills and organization skills. Various strategies that we followed from the choice board helped us to consolidate and organize the understanding in a logical way. That made it easy for us to share it with our friends, and it made it easy for our teammates to understand each other's inquiry.
As we already had a fair understanding of our lines of inquiry through our personal inquiries, we now had to reinforce our line of inquiry 1. We started with the research question we had framed for our LOI 1. For the key concept function. Through these research questions, we are able to gain a deeper understanding of the role that technology is playing in our everyday life and how it is changing over time. For example, the technology that was made to bridge between the relationship has now become a reason for relationship to fade. We consolidated and presented our understanding through a chart.
To reinforce an LOI, we researched and understood that how technology changes over time, what led to its development, and how its role changed along with its development. To consolidate our present understanding, we created a timeline to show how this technology developed over time.
As our third line of inquiry is responsible use of technology, and that we'd explore in depth about the role and development of technology, we decided to start with our action component for this line of inquiry. We referred PYP, taking action.
Along with a good understanding of two lines of inquiry and the knowledge we gained from personal inquiry, we made connections between the unit, how we express ourselves in the beginning of the grade 5 year. In this unit, we explored how to use social media responsibly, and with this aim, we decided to start a club named as Tech Wisdom in our school to teach our fellow peers about how to use technology responsibly and wisely.
Our plan is to include students from PYP 2 to PYP 4 in this club. We, with the help of few teachers, will be conducting these activities and awareness programs to tell our fellow peers to think before they use any kind of technology. Some of our objectives for this club are to create awareness about using social media wisely and responsibly, teaching activities and strategies to reduce screen time from young children, and finding alternatives to do our daily activities with minimum use of technology.
The first step towards this action was to write a permission letter to our head of the school, Mr. Pradeep Sharma, our PYP coordinator, Ms. Hetal, and our admin head, Mr. Jayan Pade. The plan has been approved by Ms. Hetal and Mr. Jayan Pade. Overview of the club has been mentioned in the letter. We are now working on finalizing and improvising our plan.
One thing that really stuck me during my personal inquiry was that the technologies that we use every day always had a better alternative for the same functions that we use it for, like playing physical games instead of video games, or using gadgets for a good purpose like for educational purpose, neither to follow TikTok or Instagram trends. Out of all these, one thing that really caught my attention was the Zeerpot. Zeerpot setup is done by using two pots and a thick layer of sand between the two pots and a wet cloth on top. It causes refrigerating, and it uses the phenomenon of evaporation to create refrigeration. This was initially used as a refrigerator and now can be used as a good alternative for a fridge.
We discussed about it, and now we have a good understanding of the limitations of a Zeerpot. It is definitely not possible for a family of 3 or 4. It is a substitute for a fridge and can be used for a person who lives alone or independently. The advantages for Zeerpot is low investment, maintenance, and no harmful effect of refrigerating poisoning.
Zeerpot is one basic substitute for a refrigerator. Our aim is to find such effective alternatives and make them for this technology to which we use in our everyday life. These alternatives will allow us to be healthier at the same time not complicating lifestyle. Finding such alternatives and make them a part of our everyday life will be the major focus of tech wisdom.
Reflecting on the entire exhibition journey, our key takeaways are technological advancement has impacted human lifestyle. It's our responsibility to make use of the available technology wisely so that we do not become its slaves. Along with the knowledge we gain, we also demonstrated research skills through our personal inquiries, and while reinforcing on each line of inquiry, we demonstrated communication skills by communicating our understanding and opinions. We demonstrated social skills by representing each member of the group and working towards one aim. We demonstrated critical thinking skills by making connections with our past learning, and creative thinking skills while planning action component. We demonstrated self-management skills by planning, organizing, implementing the inquiry timely.
We would not have been successful without the immense guidance and support we received throughout. We extend our gratitude to the head of our school, Mr. Pradeep Sharma, and coordinator, Ms. Hetal, for supporting us and providing all the facilities to conduct the process during the time of virtual schooling. Our heartfelt gratitude to our mentor, Ms. Kadambari, for guiding us through the process. We thank our HRTs, Ms. Suja and Ms. Ravina, for preparing us for this day from the beginning of the year. We express our gratitude to our parents for supporting and providing all we need through this journey. We express our gratitude to you, all of you present here. Thank you.